Hello and welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, remember to hit that subscribe button, and thank you to everybody who hits that like button, shares, subscribes and helps the channel to grow, so thank you very much. Today we're going to do a follow-on reading. It's more about your spiritual awakening, spiritual awareness, energies that you might be going through at this time. I did post a spiritual awakening video up I think a couple of weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, so it's kind of going to be a follow-on from that, but I have asked the question as well, what's happening, what energies you'll experience through this full moon coming up in Aries, because it is kind of eclipsey energy and there is that very powerful energy within it. So let's have a look at what's going on for you spiritually. Take what resonates, what doesn't is not for you. Everybody goes through their spiritual awakening at different times, at different paces. And so although this is for that time, there is no time stamp on this. You will get this message and hear this message when you need to receive it. The first one out, interestingly enough, a follow on from the last video that I did, was about, your identity and getting into your true self. More like creator or the divine's truth of yourself and your identity, and having identity shifts and merging into your true self where you've been ignoring it or not able to do it, that transformation. So now we've got the soul star chakra that has come out. Number 10, which is 1, which is new beginning. So there you go, you went through a transition into this new identity of who you wanted to be or who you are going to be, whether you like it or not. Some people do that through choice. Other people, it's a universal push, it's a destined thing. And that's what I'm getting with this reading. There's a lot of very heavy, oh wow, I didn't notice the unlimited self, the crown chakra on the bottom here. So, there's the all energy in full awakenedness or energized, and that's very Aries, that Aries energy that's going to be coming through as well. The soul star chakra, merging with the divine. So when I get this card, this is you fully moving into your next transition or awakening or identity or spiritual, whatever it is for you, growth, level, vibration. Merging with the divine shows me that this is the divine stepping in now, okay? Because I do keep hearing there's no more. You all know I'm a channeler and I channel read. So that to me is about the divine stepping in. There's a divine alignment, a divine intervention, okay? And we've got the third eye, the pineal gland perspective. This is seeing things from a higher or a new perspective or a different perspective that you may have never seen before, okay? It can be also representing having future visions, being downloaded with future visions, having a new future vision, which comes with a new identity. So just remember that, reclaiming your energy, that is getting grounded, and again alignment. See, the energy in this card is about this alignment coming in. So the divine is really stepping in here, merging you into this alignment and this divine energy or the divine spark of you. My camera's playing up a little bit, I'll try not to move too much. So yeah, just remember that. And then that third eye chakra there. I don't know what's going on with my camera today. Playing up a little bit. It should recalibrate. Mercury retrograde. So what else? Give me more information, Spirit, about the, yeah, wow. Look at the alignment. Look at the downloads. Look at the information coming down from the divine. Look at the regridding. Okay. I did lay the cards on the table last time, but people kind of said, oh, we like it when we see you speak. It's the cards are great. So this is a new alignment. Trust your innocence, third eye. So yeah, the third eye is about trust. whether your third eye is opening or more psychic abilities or more vision or clarity on your future or seeing the big picture or what has happened, new perspectives. It is about trusting your innocence is about, you have to really go into that trust. It's like the work I do. I give people information every day that may not come for 6 months, 12 months until you get your validation. You have to actually fully go into this trust. There is no reality to it. So let's use it, giving a reading as example, and what you're telling the person doesn't happen for 6 or 12 months or a year out or whatever it is, and they have no concept of it. It's the reader or the bringer of the information, let's say, has to really trust that what they're being given and what they've been shown, and that is one of the hardest parts, because there is no reality to it in the current moment. There is no knowing, there is no, so it's a very difficult situation to go fully into that trust. And be innocent in that trust. Now, innocence is also about not being in ego. Innocence to me is humble. You know how children are innocent, innocently trusting your third eye, what you're being told, what you're being shown, the downloads, the upgrades, because it is going to be very new. You are new in your new identity or transformation. And a lot of you have had to leave groups, people, friends, people, places, situations, or will be. Transformations can go over a day, a week, 6 months, whatever it is. And gracious receptivity. There's another 10, 28, 10. So we've got a lot of ones here, guys. There's 6 relationships, reclaiming your energy. There's another 10. Another 10 under the universe, the 10, the 1, the divine alignment here. So know that things are coming into divine alignment, not straight away, but they're being aligned. The downloads are coming. You to step in this absolute trust and out of ego. I keep hearing out of ego, and just receive the transition that the universe is trying to bring through for you. It may not make sense. It may be scary. It may be out of your depths, I just heard. Communication is needed with the universe though. Co-creation, and remember, everything you're sending out is actually talking to the universe here. I'm going to pull a few cards because I feel like the infinite, the third eye is now tapping into the infinite energy. Okay, this is seeing beyond a much higher perspective here. We've got water on top of reclaiming your energy. So that is a cleansing and rinsing of your energy. So the people you have currently been around, or you're around daily, you have to really cleanse your energy, or your energy is going to be rinsed and cleansed off of that. So this could mean the breaking away from friends, family, groups, associations. When you're feeling you're not fitting, you might love these people, you might like these people, but I'm not fitting here. My energy, see, watered, look at the energy coming off this person. It's their energy field, and that's where they need to reclaim and align their energy. This is being around the right people. And the right people, I'm not talking about information or what someone can do for me. I'm talking about where your energy fits and feels right, okay? Because there's definitely an energy clearing and cleansing there. Absolutely. The violet flame is burning away the old. We've got the third eye there. We've got the earth nature star here under the innocence. So yeah, this is really tapping into and earthing and rooting that trust and innocence with this divine energy. So talk to the divine, communicate with the divine at this time. Tell them what you want. Communicate, but from a higher perspective, tap into the infinite's knowledge and wisdom. The third eye is the unknown. It is the stuff. It is asking you to reclaim, I just heard it, your spiritual energy there. your spiritual knowledge, your spiritual knowing. And that will actually bring in the right people, like the alignments, the regridding. That to me too is, I just heard for some of you, if you're looking to move or you haven't found your home, or you know you're not living or residing or working in the right place, could be around the right people, there is a burning away here. The violet flame brings in a higher knowing perspective, and it looks like the mapping. To me, that's mapping as well, mapping and aligning this place for you. We've got the earth here. I really like that, with the trusting your innocence, really grounding into it. Keep trust, you know, look at the earth here and the roots coming down. This is fully stepping into trusting maybe yourself, even receiving the journey to wholeness. So they're really asking you here, the divine saying, we are trying to communicate with you here. Please trust us and listen to us through your third eye, through your visions, through your dreams. We are asking you to rinse and cleanse your energy. If you're having any energetic problems at the moment with people, places, situations, there is a cleansing, there is a reclaiming of your energy, because I would say you are being regridded to move, these are downloads, you do have to step into that innocence and trust, because that is also about, you know, your new identity, like healing an inner child, rebirthing the inner child, having the innocence, the joy, the innocence, and trusting it and grounding into it. You know, children just go off on an adventure. They don't worry about all the things that adults do. And I'm not saying to be childlike and take risks or anything, but what I'm saying there is within the energy there. So many of you have been stuck in old ways, stuck in old programs, stuck to old things that you think serve you. And I think with that earth, there's a realization. There's a big realization of, does this feel like home? Am I home? Does this resonate with me? And I just heard a soul star connection. There's something about a soul star connection for someone. That'll resonate. That will resonate. Maybe someone's been asking about that. Connecting with your soul star. You have to connect with your soul family, your soul group. It's a calling, it's a pulling. See, what are these people doing? There's three of them together, and in the middle, they're all connected. There's soul star, there's an energy pulling here. Yeah, that's what's happening. Fire. Oh, wow. What did I say about the Aries full moon? Now, what I'm drawn to in here spiritually today is the two dragons here, one dark, one light. Now, we all have darkness, we all have light within us. It's what you choose to put your energy into. It's what you choose to trust. That is also the phoenix rising for me, and the energy coming in. So can you see how the dark and the light dragon here are looking at the light through to each other? So yes, shadow side and your light side. There's a lot of releasing around this full moon. A lot of releasing of the shadow. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get a message. This deck here. Let's go with this deck, because this is more about. So they are beautiful cards there. So watch your energy around the full moon and reclaiming it back. And I would say things that do not feel in alignment, foundation and achievements. So a lot of you, this is, and I just put it on when I was talking about being remapped, regridded, where you're meant to be, or your home, or whatever, or people, places, situations that are now, in alignment, or you're being downloaded to be in alignment with that. Yeah, there's definitely a home and foundation situation, and that could be to the people, places and situations around you, and checking in with whether they fit. Yes, see, there's disruption. There's disruption coming. It's a 7 card. 16 is a 7, so this is a spiritual awakening, a spiritual contract, something spiritual. Spiritual can mean I don't fit here anymore, or I have outgrown these people, places and situations, whatever it is. And Crown Chakra, look at this. Gracious receptivity. We've got journey into wholeness, and look at the crown. And what was the Crown Chakra, the opening up, The awakens, 7, another 7, 477. Now, what was the very first card? The soul star chakra, the divine, merging with the divine. What is the last card here? The crown, merging with the divine. Wow. Accelerated. Okay. Things are about to get moving, and that's the energy of the Aries full moon. Things are about to get moving. What's the soul star about? Rest and rejuvenate. So they want you to rest, rejuvenate, and connect. This man is connecting with the divine. He is meditating. He is connecting into his true soul star, merging with the divine, and he is communicating with the divine. Look at that. Communication with the divine. So infinite and third eye. Can we have a card on infinite and third eye, please? Power. Infinite and third eye. Look at that, and look at half his face. Look at the middle, the third eye area here. And 8, power. So tapping into the lion too. I love the lion energy. It's not aggressive. It's just powerful. Standing in truth. That's what I just heard. Infinite. Third eye. So it's like third eye, infinite truth is like, this is the truth. Whatever it is, this is my truth. This is how I feel. This is, this is how I feel. This is my truth. See, new beginnings, standing firm in it, that power to stand in your new beginnings. See the energy vibration of you, aligning to the energy that you connect with, and those you don't. See, rinsing off that energy. Your energy is going to be really affected. I really feel there's a lot to do with your energy, your vibration. And look, that's not a bad thing. There's reclaiming your energy. Have you ever walked into a room and thought, oh, that energy, or this doesn't fit, or talk to that person you always talk to and you love them and you adore them, but it's something's not right with the energy and you can't seem to stay around it for too long. So then that's what we're talking about. There's a real energy shift here, and that's the 0 card, the completion of a cycle. So there's definitely a big communication with the universe coming through. Definitely the strong power to trust the third eye, to trust the visions, to trust the future, to trust the infinite, to move in, the strength. I shouldn't say the trust, the strength to go into that, to create the new beginnings that you want. And it is going to be about home, foundation, family, security, stability. Sometimes we just have a major awakening about we thought this was our stability, and it's not, what is stability to you? Where do you really feel stable? All of that disruption. There's massive disruption here, as we know, and then the crown chakra. So I'm being told to grab the tarot. Oh, I didn't want to bring tarot into this. Rest and rejuvenation. We've got time, so we might as well do it. So you may need some, we've got lots of 4s here, guys. The first card's a 4, this bottom card about the home's a 4. The Hanged Man. Oh, wow. Like, there is a lot of validation here. We've got the Hanged Man. He's meditating, rest and rejuvenate, communicating, co-creating with the universe, and merging into the divine. That's what he is doing, merging into the divine. And I have been saying, some of you are choosing to do this. Some of you don't have a choice. There's a moving on. There's a regridding. There's a new blueprint here. Okay? This is something you have been stuck in or unable to do, or too in your head. Now, there's the head. Look at the line, the head, too stuck, too stubborn, too rigid, too controlling, and I'm talking about merging with the divine, merging into the new identity, merging into the new you, merging into the third eye, the future, the infinite, tapping into the infinite, the beyond, the unknown. A lot of you have not been able to do that, or that's been your block. So the power is coming through now, the strength to do it, to do the new beginnings, which is the next card, reclaiming your energy from around you. Your energy frequency is going to be very affected by the things around you. Yep, conflict. There you have been possibly worried about conflict, but around you that will create, which happens when we change us, our identity, our plan, our blueprint, our path, whatever it is for you. But it could be conflict within yourself as well, taking action. Yep, conflict within yourself, taking action. So tell me about the foundation achievements with the home, with family. To me, that I'm hearing more foundation. Because remember, this is on the plan, the map, the mapping, the upgrading, the downloading. The violet flame generally clears something away, and there's an epiphany. There's a revelation about what this is, and this is coming through from the divine. And we've got the foundations here. What foundation are you building? Bridging. I just heard bridging. Who are you bridging to? Yeah, look at that. King of Pentacles just flipped out. Now he's about abundance, foundation, security, stability, money, finances. But it's about long-term happiness. When we create something with long-term foundation and long-term happiness, we have to go with like-minded. We can't be around people, places and situations that aren't on the same map, the same path, the same journey, the same mental. See, this could be mental conflict as well, like different ideals, different belief systems, different programs, different levels of love. You'll know what's coming up for you personally. Tell me about this foundation. It doesn't want to come out. 9 of Pentacles, success. So what, 2 things here. I've got a message that they're trying to align you, they're trying to grid you up so that you can have this success. Whatever the worry is here, success card trumps every card in the deck. So you will get the success. To me, that's the confidence, you know, walking your talk. This woman is, woman is walking her talk. She is doing her. She's being her. That's why she oozes abundance and magnetism, because she's aligned with her foundation of who she is, who she really is. I think that's the message. Disruption with the earth, so the earth's moving, making a final grounding, rooting into something, and you do have to trust. It is a trust thing. It is a 7 on a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, on a 9, so a completion, so the cycle into a 7, a spiritual contract. That's why the divine's here, the higher divine, the earth. Tell me about the disruption. Wow. Yep, it was reversed. So that shows me you're coming out of hurt, pain, struggle, heartbreak, unable to do it, which shows us here because of the power card was here, the strength, the inner strengths here, the inner conflict. There's new beginnings within yourself because you're connected to the universe and you've got your messages. A lot of you are going to get your messages from the divine, okay? They are going to come through. You're coming out of this hurt, struggle, pain, conflict, whatever it is, old stuff that needed to go. But that would have been what some of the conflict was. You know, when we go into a new identity, a new us, a new, we've changed our blueprint, our path, because you can do that at times, you know, decide to go off on another journey or, but to me, this is about divine intervention. So you did have, or you do have a new contract or blue. I don't want to get too into it, but to me, you know, we've got the divine stepping in going, and with the 2020, 2021, I won't go all into it, but what we are going through, why we're getting these transformations in who we are, because we are getting an opportunity to either upgrade or change the blueprint. We are. Whether you believe that or not. So hold your comments, your personal comments to yourself. We have got an opportunity here to upgrade, change, expand, evolve, elevate, raise vibration into new blueprints. And that creates a lot of disharmony, a lot of disruption, a lot of inner conflict, because you came in with a certain belief system, a certain spiritual concept, a certain, with family, a certain contracts, obligations with family, people, places, situations. And now there's a possibility that you've shifted that identity, which puts you on a new train track. And that's not easy, okay? So tell us about the crown chakra. Oh no, they want one more here. What are you coming out of? What is the heart rate? Yeah, taking action. We've got the King of Wands here. Sorry about that with the camera. I'll try and get it to move. No, it's not going to. It'll just adjust. I'm having lots of Mercury retrograde problems, so sorry about the camera. Taking action. King of Wands has to be, it can be like a little bit self-driven. It is the Aries full moon. It is an Aries card. It can be a little self-driven. Oh, that camera, it's really playing up. Sorry, guys. But he does take action, and he knows he needs to. It's an inner driving force. And he may have to make some good big, what do we call it? I'll just see if I can adjust that camera for you. Come on. There we go. There we go. He has to take some action here. I wouldn't say it's not selfish. It's just it's an inner drive forward, forced energy to come out. Push through, push out. I have to do this, to take the not put myself first, but the drive through, which creates disruption. Because if we push through to this, we've had this shift, we've had this change, of course it's going to create disruption, because people around it aren't going to like it, particularly people who are going to miss out on you. But he's a bit, I'm going to say it, not selfish in a negative way, just I need to do this. I can't get the words. It's early in the morning, guys. And look what's come up on the last card, the High Priestess on the Crown Chakra. 7, High Priestess, journey into wholeness, gracious receptivity. So, okay, the High Priestess, she's in divine link. She's third eye. She's intuitive. She has spiritual gifts and talents. She is a worker of the divine. She is chosen by the divine to withhold knowledge, to know knowledge. She is intuitive, spiritually gifted. She has to make decisions. That's what I was trying to get at with this taking action. It's not selfish action. It's not, well, I've got to do me, I've got to move forward about me. This is a higher divine calling, a higher divine intervention. We work for the divine, particularly spiritual people, or people that have upgraded and maybe not had a choice. Some have a choice, some don't. This is making the higher decisions from higher perspectives, from higher divine source information, from higher divine authority, from higher divine knowing. And that's what I meant by the pushing through, like a pulling. Like I have to, and that could create a lot of disruption or a lot of things that people don't understand. Okay, that's sort of the message I'm getting. And again, I followed up, the 7 on the High Priestess. Can be spiritual contracts that you are not allowed to avoid, that you can't avoid as much as you try. But I keep hearing a spiritual upgrade. Now, the High Priestess didn't get to be the High Priestess through sitting back. The High Priestess has been through it all. That's why she is, we say, all-knowing. And it doesn't mean that she knows everything, but she's in direct link with the divine. Her decisions need to be made on higher spiritual integrity, on higher spiritual divine good for all. She's been through the trials, the tribulations. That's why she's sitting there. She can stay in her integrity. She can stay within spiritual laws, spiritual messages, without the ego, without the disruption, the distortion. That's why she keeps the balance here. She knows there's a higher spiritual calling, or has a higher spiritual perspective or insight or foresight. And that's why, when you're around a high priestess who is tapped in, she was chosen by the divine to provide spiritual service, information, teach, I don't know, give information, whatever it is. And that can just be in yourself personally if you're evolving through levels into those higher perspectives, higher meanings, higher connections, higher vibrational connections. These are the levels that the high priestess went through. She sits under the spiritual law. She was chosen by God, source, universe, the higher angels, the of the light, to deliver their messages. That's why you can't come at her with untruth. And that's what I think this whole thing is. You can't come to you. This is about you. If you're going through this, you can't come at you. Anyone can't come at you with untruth. You will see through it. She sees the higher picture, the bigger perspective. Okay? She doesn't play games. She doesn't tolerate. Because she already sees past through what you're saying or doing if it's not in truth or in alignment. And that's why your energy will be affected by people, places and situations. It's being tapped in. This is a tapped in energy. It could be you. It could be, the universe coming through, giving you these higher tapped in energies and messages. And some of you, I heard, are being called to step into a higher or a new spiritual law or awakening or knowing. There can be an upgrade. There's levels to the high priestess. But you can't lie to the divine. You can't lie to the high priestess, the spiritual information, the spiritual truth. When someone delivers you a message from truth through spirit, it doesn't matter what it is, how good or how bad, people go, they don't react to it. They feel the truth in it. It's like a wise message that comes through that resonates with them. They feel it's from the divine. They feel it's from a higher power. So that could be your calling. That could be your new you. Whether you could be fighting with that. It could be the people, places, situations around you. You please place this where it fits, because everyone's going through something different. But let's recap before we wrap it up. They want you to rest and rejuvenate. The hangman, you don't have a choice. The divine is stepping in. There is divine intervention, stepping in, co-creation and communication with the divine. There is higher awakenings where you haven't been able to awaken, where you haven't been able to see it or have the power of the mental belief systems or downloads or upgrades or whatever it is. You're getting that strength. You're going to see through it. You're going to see higher perspectives. The conflict, inner conflict within you is going to be very obvious. It's going to be energy related, okay? And it's all happening for you to have your new beginnings. Now, they're asking you to step into the new foundation. That could be a shift, a move, an upgrade, a new belief system, a new, you're getting the downloads. That is coming. The violet flame is burning away old foundations, and you are stepping into success. You are stepping into better energy, upgraded energy, so that you can be you. This person is being them, okay? And we're stepping out of the old hurt, pain, the disruption, the old spiritual contracts, the old belief systems. Yes, there's going to be disruption, but you'll come out of that pain. And this is about taking action, because remember, the higher calling, the divine has stepped in. This isn't just you being selfish. That's what I was trying to say before. This isn't you just being selfish and self-centered and going for what I want. This is a higher divine purpose here. So take that where that resonates, or place that, and trust your innocence. This is happening. They are bringing this into the 3D, the earth. And trusting is when the divine brings through energy, when the divine brings through upgrades, when the divine shifts your life, not you, the divine. When the divine does all that for you from this higher spiritual information, it is not you, excuse me, it's beyond you. And that's where the trust comes. I just heard Spirit say, well, we finally got there. We finally got the message through. It could have. So hopefully that helps you understand. Hopefully it wasn't too complicated. It is early in the morning for me, but I felt that you guys needed this energy. This is the next step, the next bit of energy or confusion or frustration or understanding that you need through this evolution or to evolve. Because as I said, for some of you, you're choosing it, but for others, you're not choosing it. So take care. I hope this helps. Hit that like button. I really want to get this channel moving for you all so that I can get more and more out for you. And that can only happen by you supporting the channel, hitting the like button and helping it to grow. So thank you so much. Take care and take it easy on that full moon energy and the next couple of weeks after. Okay, bye for now. Bye.